In the last 3 days, I just got the best possible order update when it comes to Ford and ordering a new vehicle. I learned that my Ford Maverick has not only been started to be built, it's gotten built, and it's shipped. So today I'm gonna go over that timeline with you. So if you've got a vehicle that's on order, especially if it's a Maverick, you can get an idea of that timeline and how long it took for me to get mine built and the delay between built and shipped. And then stay subscribed because I'm going to make sure and document every single part of the vehicle collection process. When it arrives at the dealer, when I get the call, what it looks like to go and collect the vehicle, first drive reviews, all of that stuff. So the first exciting notifications I got were on Saturday, November 11th, and it said, your 2024 Maverick is in production. That is really good news to me. But we still have part shortages and there's still labor strikes happening here in America. And so I didn't know if the Maverick production would be affected in the same way that other vehicles are being slowed down essentially up here. I did see news reports that claim that the Maverick plants are getting extra staff, that they're working longer hours, that they're trying to build all these things so much faster. So the question for me was, how fast can it be built? So I'm anxiously watching this. I'm getting the little update from Ford saying, hey, it's scheduled and it's in production, but it's not yet built. So I'm like watching this little green dot go down the little chart and see, is it gonna happen or not? If you haven't seen my previous videos, here's the spec of the truck. It's a hybrid premium in, what's the color called? Terrain. The exterior color is Terrain, which, like, look where I am. This is Terrain. So the truck is gonna blend in here. It's like practically camouflage, not intentionally. It's just, hopefully it stays cleaner that way. And then not that much longer after that, I got another update. Oh, and if you don't know, the place that you get these updates is whenever you get an email from Ford regarding your order, and it says, hey, here's your order is confirmed or your order is scheduled for production or whatever, the email that you're getting specifically from Ford about your order, it's got a little button at the bottom that says track my order. Here, let me show you. So that little button right there that says track my order is the only one that I have been really referencing, because then it goes into this other screen that shows me exactly what the status of my order is. And that little screen on your phone looks like these images I'm putting up here to my left. So that tells you exactly what's happening with the status of your vehicle. So then what happened was yesterday, which was November 14th, which is only 3 days later, over the period of a weekend. Remember, the first update was November 11th, which was a Saturday, that said that my order is being built. So it's like under construction, they've started it. But I'm going, hey, it's the weekend, what's gonna happen? Literally the Tuesday after that, I get another notification. Well, I didn't get a notification. I'm checking this thing frantically at this point. It says it's built, 11/13 built. So the status from scheduled the week of 11/6 didn't actually start until 11/11, and then it only took them 2.5 days to build the truck. I mean, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty fast. So now I'm like frantically checking this thing to go, oh my gosh, if it's built, then how much longer will it take for the thing to be on a train or on a truck and be heading north? Because this is being built in Hermosillo, Mexico, which is how far from where I am right now? It's like not that far. It shouldn't take that long for it to get here, in theory. Hermosillo in Sonora. Okay, 331 miles. It's like, it's not close, but it's a lot closer to me being in Phoenix than it is for somebody in New York. It says if you drove right now, it would take 6 hours and 50 minutes. That's not bad. You could be here in a day. Glad we figured that out together. So this email that I got 10 hours ago at 2:47 a.m. is that the truck is shipped. It's on its way to the dealer. I don't know if it's on a train. I don't know if it's on a truck. Typically, whenever we talk to people about new vehicles arriving, whenever I used to work at the dealership, I remember us talking to somebody at a rail yard. So I'm guessing a lot of the vehicles that were built then came on rail, but I don't know how many were being built in Mexico at that point. This was like 2009. So I'm guessing not as much was happening in Mexico there, but I don't know. And then what the email says is your dealer will inspect your vehicle and contact you to arrange a pickup when it's ready. So what I remember from when I worked at the dealership too is typically they arrive, they get dumped off. It takes a day or two to get the PDI completed, which is a pre-delivery inspection. So they peel off all the stickers, they unwrap a bunch of things, they wash it, they make sure things are looking like it's ready to be delivered, you know, there's no damage, that kind of stuff. And then they'll call you and say, hey, it's coming, time to deliver. But what I want to do is talk to the dealer and see if I can come like immediately when it's dropped off, before they do a PDI, before all that. I still want them to do it. I just want to see it like as soon as possible and make a video for you guys. So subscribe and leave me a comment if you want to see that happen, because I think that'd be really fun. And I like to see it when it's sort of in its like raw form, if that makes sense, like fresh off the truck. Nobody's touched it yet. How many miles are on it? You know, hopefully it's only like 5 miles. That whole like excitement around there is super cool. So the overall timeline, if you're curious, for me, was really long because I actually ordered the truck last September. So now it's November, which means 14 months was the time period from placing the order to actually having a truck built and shipped. But once it was started, once the scheduled week process started, if we say the in production date is 11/11 and the ship date was 11/14, including weekend days, then these trucks are being produced actually really quickly right now. And granted, I may have been higher up on the list because I had placed a 2023 order, and because that couldn't be built, I'm assuming that I was kind of bumped up in the priority list from Ford. And so they were saying, hey, we kind of owe this guy, we need to get the truck in production. But Ford still has no idea who I am. Like, I'm just a random guy who makes videos for you, and Ford has no affiliation with me. So I'm not getting any like special treatment there. It's just, I think, a customer priority thing to say, you've been waiting for over a year, so you should get your truck sooner than someone who just placed the order this year, if that makes sense. And I think this delivery timeline doesn't apply to other vehicles that are being produced on the domestic side, because from what I understand, there's still strikes going on and there's still issues there. Hello, airplane. I unfortunately still do not have my window sticker. I would have thought by now, if the truck is built and done, they would for sure be able to generate a window sticker, because it's like, this had to be generated long ago for them to have the parts and to build the thing. Apparently not. So I'm still checking, I don't know, every few hours. Too often. I'm still checking too often to try and see if I can have a window sticker and share that with you guys so you can see exactly what the spec is and compare it to whatever you've ordered or whatever you're curious about, and I'll share that as soon as I can. If anything, I was surprised at how excited I was about this. Obviously, I'm excited. I've been making videos for you. We've been talking about it for a while now. I think in general, it's an exciting thing to order a brand new vehicle and have it spec'd the way you want, even if it is just a little Ford truck. This isn't a Porsche GT car. This isn't some crazy Koenigsegg hypercar or something that's bespoke. There's only one of one in the world. It's not that level of special, but it still is a special process to be like, I'm gonna choose exactly what I want and just build it to order. It's like, it's a really cool thing. But when I got this email and I started thinking about this 14-month wait being over, I was actually like a little bit emotional. Maybe it's cheesy to say that. I'm sure someone's gonna be like, you're an idiot, it's just a truck, don't worry about it. But I really was like, wow, this is finally coming to fruition. It's been such a long wait. It's been so much time thinking about it and tracking it and placing a new order and talking about it with you guys and all of this stuff. And to think that I could actually have the truck soon just kind of blows my mind. And so I've had some comments with people in previous videos saying like, hey, if you can get it soon, you might have it in time for Thanksgiving. And at that point we could haul some turkeys. So if I get the truck soon enough before Thanksgiving, then I'll have to make some kind of special, you know, Thanksgiving vehicle video. And I don't know what that would be like, but if you have any ideas of that, leave me a comment too, because it would just be like this celebration. And it would be something I'd be thankful for, to go, really? I'm in the position in life to where I can order a brand new vehicle. Like, it's kind of ridiculous that I'm so fortunate to be able to enjoy this. So I'm happy to share that with you guys and share that journey with you, and keep an eye out for more videos coming out soon. Really soon, like this week. Is this week too soon? Maybe it's this week. Come on, ring phone, give me an update. Actually, let me call the salesman right now. Should I put this call in the video? Let's see what he says. Hey Manuel, how's it going? Hey, I got an email that my truck is shipped. It should be what?
It should be on the way now.
Nice. I'm wondering if you can let me know whenever it comes in, because I still want to have a PDI done, but maybe I can come and just check it out as soon as it comes in. Would that be okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. That'd be great. I'm assuming it'll take a couple days at least, because it's, 350 miles away, but
and it comes in the train, so it might take like a week to 2 weeks.
Okay, it does come on the train. I wasn't sure if the plant in Mexico had a train coming back and forth or if it was trucks, but oh yeah, that could take a while.
Yeah.
Okay, well, no worries. Just let me know whenever it's there and I'll shoot over there.
Sounds good, I'll do that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, bye. It is a train. Dang it. Well, maybe not Thanksgiving, but for sure by Christmas. That'll be our expectation, a Christmas present. Also, I've got reviews coming out. I promise I'm making these reviews, you guys. I apologize for it taking me so long to get these out. I've got a Ford Mustang Mach-E that's filmed that I'm partway through editing. Here, let me prove it to you. Let me pull up the actual video that's being edited. Look at all this. Tons of footage, screen looks awfully bright, tons of edits, tons of cuts. It's happening. But I find it more difficult to make car review videos than I thought I would. You watch these kinds of things online and you go, whatever, dude, you put a camera up and you film yourself talking about it, how hard can it be? Apparently it's pretty hard, because to choose a specific storyline and to convey that visually in a way that's appealing and makes sense and tells the story properly is way harder than I thought. I've only done a couple of car reviews up to this point, so this was a challenge for me, because what is ending up happening is this is going to be broken into 2 videos. So I'll have a Mustang Mach-E review, then I'll have a Mustang Mach-E like long range test video, because I drove it like 420 miles or something like that in the course of just a couple days. So it's kind of 2 different topics, right? You've got like the review of how does it weigh in my 7 or 8 item checklist of like, what are the specs, how does it drive, what's the testing environment going to be like, does it live up to the claim of what it should be, and then giving it a fun to drive score at the end. Like, that's sort of my review format. But other than that, it's this what is it like to live with an EV in 2023 or 2024, especially if it's a non-Tesla EV? What's that charging experience like? What is it like on a longer road trip? Like, can you live with it? Does it suck? Is it better or worse? So that was really the experiment with this thing, was drive it, but also test out what it's like to live with an EV. So that was an interesting experiment for me, but I'm realizing you can't have a 57-minute long review. Like, that's just too long. So maybe a 15-minute review and a 15-minute long range driving kind of experiment thing would make sense. I still have the Corvette Z06 video to come out. I still have a Tesla Model S Plaid coming out, 1,000 horsepower Tesla. So if you want to see those reviews, then stay tuned. I'd really appreciate it if you subscribed. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, do me a favor and just hit that button, because once you get over 1,000 subscribers, YouTube starts paying you to make videos. All of this has been free. Just bought this microphone with my own money. Like, no one's paying me to do this. I just want to do it because it's been my dream to make car videos. So let's live the dream together. Hit the subscribe button, get me over 1,000, and we can do a lot more of this. Just realized my microphone wasn't on that whole time. So this is what the audio will sound like in the future. I apologize and appreciate your patience in the meantime, because that was really bad audio quality. Next time it'll be better. It'll sound like this.